Earlier this week, Six Flags Magic Mountain came out swinging for the fences with a huge announcement regarding Fright Fest. They put out this promo video, which in my opinion was a really well put together promo video. I'm gonna play it for you guys right here. So with this announcement, we see Mr. Six is back. He's dancing. We're getting ready. Look at him. He looks very happy, very spunky. And then this happens. And then we get this dark undertone. I really like it. And here is where we get our huge Fright Fest announcement. And it is that Stranger Things, yes, Stranger Things is coming to Fright Fest along with Army of the Dead. Wow, just huge right there. And yes, that is Sam from Trick or Treat. So Trick or Treat is coming to Fright Fest along with returning The Conjuring, but not just The Conjuring universe, and celebrating its 20th anniversary. Yeah, that's right, where Saw is coming back. I'm super excited for this, and that's kind of the new logo right there, Fright Fest Extreme. So they put out this press release, and it talks about a lot of the different Six Flags in across the United States and what's coming to where. So I'm specifically going to talk about the one here in Los Angeles, Valencia, California. Let me just go through this real quick. That way I have all the information right here. Fright Fest is going to actually be running its longest this year, from September 7th all the way to November 3rd. So that's 32 nights that we're going to get a Fright Fest. And something they're doing a little different, not a little different, a lot of different this year, is Fright Fest is going to be a separate ticket event. Now, what you normally would do, and what I've done for years, is you buy your general admission, and whenever you could go throughout the day, and you can be there all day from opening to closing. Now, you would have to purchase a wristband to go inside the haunted houses, but you could be in the park all day. What it sounds like, from what I read in the release, is that it sounds like they're going to be kind of, the general admission crowd is going to leave like around 5 o'clock, and then Fright Fest will start around, or not start around, but it will start at 7. So that those 2 hours, it looks like they're going to do what like other parks do, and kind of the general admission crowd is going to leave and the Fright Fest crowd is going to come in. So very different from previous years, especially since I've been going the past 20 years. I've never had this, they've never done this before. This is something new. I'm really excited to see how this turns out. Hopefully they're successful with this, because I want Fright Fest and I want Six Flags to succeed in the things they do. But let's talk about these properties that they're getting. So now they said they're going to be 20 haunted houses and scare zones. So I'm not 100% sure how many of their houses that they've had before are going to stay, how many are going to switch over to the IPs, or how that's going to work if they're adding new scare zones. Because I think there's about 5 or 6 scare zones that I can think of off the bat, the top of my head right now. So roughly I'm looking at, like, I don't know, maybe like 12 houses, 8 scare zones, or 13 houses, 7 scare zones. So they really haven't gave too many details as far as that. All I know is that it is 20 haunted houses and scare zones. So I feel like come Midsummer Scream, we're gonna get more details as far as what properties are staying, what's going where, if we're getting new zones, if we're gonna, if zones are gonna get replaced. But let's talk about the properties that are coming. So we got the Saw franchise. Saw was there last year, and you know what? The maze itself, or the house itself, was really good. There were a few things that I feel like they needed to fix, and throughout the season I feel like they kind of improved on it. But also, I mentioned this before, during Scream Break they had the Saw house there, and some of the complaints, or the issues I had come Fright Fest, come Spring Break, those issues were resolved. So I feel like Six Flags did listen to the fans and improve the house itself. Well, the Saw franchise is going to be at this house this year, so I'm not sure, what I'm assuming. This is just me, assuming that they're going to pull the best kills or the best traps from throughout the franchise. So I feel like that's something to really look forward to, because Saw has some gnarly traps. Now, also returning, last year we had the Conjuring, and this year it's going to be the Conjuring Universal, which is going to include Annabelle and the Nun. So, you know, I think last year they did a really good job with this haunted house. I think with all the artifacts they had, you know, in the Warrens, you know, their I guess possessed room or thing, the room that they have to keep all their little trinkets that are possessed. I think you know, they're probably going to expand on that more. And again, you know, I feel like more details will come out, because I'm not sure if they're going to like give each like Annabelle, the Nun, and like the Conjuring, they're like each section of this house, or if they're going to just kind of throw them into the existing house and just kind of add the Nun and Annabelle. Now, Stranger Things is just, that's the one that came out of left field for me. It's like, really, Fright Fest, we're doing Stranger Things? So, and I'm excited for it. Again, we don't know what season we're gonna get. We've seen Stranger Things at other parks, one other park specifically, Universal Studios Horror Nights. So I'm interested to see what they're gonna do here at Fright Fest for Six Flags. Are they gonna, again, kind of stick to one season? Or are they gonna do a compilation of seasons? I don't know. I feel like, again, that's probably, they're going to announce that later on in the season, or even at Midsummer Scream, which is just about a month away. Now, Army of the Dead is a property that I feel will fit perfect at Fright Fest. And you know, the consensus is it's going where Aftermath is, because it just kind of fits perfect in that area, you know, with some right theming, change the characters up a little bit, and you have a perfect haunted house for Army of the Dead. Now, this is the one that kind of makes me feel we're gonna get new scare zones, and that's Trick or Treat. Now, the way they kind of described Trick or Treat, they didn't say it's getting like it's like a haunted house. But the way they described it is a twisted candy trail. So that makes me think maybe Trick or Treat will be a new scare zone somewhere in the park. Who knows? Maybe, you know, maybe they're gonna put it in a house, and that's just how they're describing it. But I don't know. It sounds like we're getting a new scare zone. Maybe it's not, you know, a new area. Maybe they're going to put it in an existing scare zone. Who knows? But again, more details will probably come out later. But overall, I'm really excited for everything that Fright Fest has lined up. It's Fright Fest Extreme now. You know, I don't know if that's just for this year, if they're going to keep that branding going forward from here. You know, Fright Fest and Cedar Fair have merged, so that is a thing now. So maybe this is kind of like them switching from just Fright Fest, and that way, you know, people know, okay, now that we're a company and we've come together, it's Fright Fest Extreme. And one thing I am hoping that with the merger is that they get financial backing. The Fright Fest gets financial backing to kind of make these properties look how they should, look as good as they should, and, you know, invest some money into these haunted houses and scare zones. That way, you know, people see it and they're like, oh yeah, they look really good. They did it. Because we know over at Six Flags, the characters kill it. Like, I don't ever worry about the characters, because they're always on point. They're always killing it. They can have the smallest scare zone and they're going to terrorize you throughout that entire scare zone. They can have the smallest section in a haunted house and they're going to wreck you. They always go hard over there at Six Flags Fright Fest. So I'm hoping financially they invest into these properties, into Fright Fest itself, and we have a great time. And I'll say this, I know there's going to probably be an issue or some pushback with the separate ticket event, you know, having to buy a separate ticket to get into the park. I highly recommend supporting Fright Fest in this decision. All the other parks are doing it. There's no reason why Fright Fest shouldn't do it and hasn't done it. You know, I get, you know, whatever they were trying to work out, but you know, we always want them to improve, and we want them to bring different things. And look they brought this awesome lineup this year. So all I can say is now it's our turn to show them, okay, we appreciate what you've done. We're going to back it up. We're going to get our tickets. We're going to go to Fright Fest and have an awesome time. Saying all that, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you guys think of all the properties that are coming to Fright Fest. Are you excited? Are you like, I don't know? Are you hesitant? Also, what do you think about the separate ticket? Are you know, is that something that you're glad they're doing, that you're not doing? Also, I should say too, if you are a pass holder, I think there's 3 passes, like platinum, gold, and there's another one. You can get a ticket into Fright Fest already. So if you're a pass holder or, you know, a annual member, you can already, you know, I'm assuming they're going to do it the way they did with Spring Break, is you kind of have to just like reserve a ticket and then you can come in. So pass holders, you get to go to Fright Fest. Everyone else, you got to buy a separate ticket. So, but what do you guys think of all that? Leave some comments. If you like this video, hit that like button. Really appreciate it. If you have not subscribed to the Halloween Hour, hit that subscribe button. I'm on my road to 800 subscribers, and I really appreciate everyone who has supported me this far and everyone who will continue to support me and everyone that comes on later on. Thank you so much. With saying all that, remember, run with the pack.